I heard a beep.
Okay, Louisiana Beer Reviews, special edition, Hurricane Revisited. I did a review of this last year and I thought it was pretty good. Hurricane malt liquor was introduced in 1995, and by looking at the label, I think this was introduced by Anheuser-Busch to compete with St. Ides, because if you look at the St. Ides bottle, you've got the blowing palm trees, and I think they were just trying to cut in on the St. Ides malt liquor business, because St. Ides was like really like the bee's knees of malt liquor in the early to mid 90s. Now there's a Hurricane high gravity 8%. This is 6%. There may still be a Hurricane Ice, which is supposed to be 7.5%, but apparently it might have been discontinued, and I tried to contact the brewer today and ask them if they still make it. It's never been sold in Louisiana anyway. Okay, another thing about Hurricane malt liquor. Last year I tried to find it. I couldn't find it at any stores, and I contacted the distributor, and they told me that the only place that's sold in South Louisiana is Bootsy's Deli. I was pronouncing it Bootsy's Deli in Ponchatoula, Louisiana, on U.S. Highway 51's business route / Louisiana Highway 22. Okay, guest reviewers today. We're live from Ponchatoula, by the way. Kathy and Doug.
Hello.
And interesting thing about this malt liquor, I did some research today. It's 6% alcohol and it's 132 calories. Budweiser is 5% alcohol, but it's 145 calories. So with this, you get a higher alcohol content, but you get less calories. So it's interesting, you know. It is Anheuser-Busch, so I find most of their products have a good consistency as far as quality. You don't usually get one that's bad, or the tastes don't vary much. Well, they don't vary at all. If you try one anywhere in the country, it's going to taste identical. Whether you like it or not, it's going to always have a taste consistency. So it says, brace for the smooth taste. Whether that's a good sign or not, I don't know. I like it as, you're going to find it's, the last beer we had here was Chimay.
Yeah.
And this is going to be
that was a good one.
A little different. Okay, this is a lager, that was an ale. You want to crack it open or you want me?
Go ahead, have at it. I'm holding two wine glasses we're going to drink this out of.
Made a decent crack. No smoke. Hopefully it's not skunked, being in a clear bottle, so if we get a whiff of skunk, we don't know what happened.
Looks good.
Okay.
There you go, Kathy.
May as well have nice glasses for a premium malt liquor.
Smells good.
This is $1.89
Can't do that yet.
for 40 ounce. Whoa. All right. Well, with this wide brim glass, it's got a thin white head, and a clear, what would you say, golden appearance?
I say yes.
Goldish.
Golden appearance, but lots of bubbles streaming up.
Almost looks like the color of a Corona.
Don't you find it's a little darker than Corona, though?
A little darker.
Corona is more like a yellow gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's see. So it's nice looking, you know. Let's see what the aroma's like. Let's give it the smell test. Is it skunked?
No.
Smells beerish.
Okay, no skunk, thank goodness.
Skunkless.
You know, I've been really lucky since I
like
started
skunk.
doing beer reviews in 2010. I think maybe 1 or 2 beers have been skunked. So,
Really?
I've had some bad luck over the years with it.
Smells good.
And when it's skunky, it gets slimy.
Uh,
That's not a good feeling.
no.
All right, so the aroma, let's see, what does it smell like? More or less standard beer.
Yeah, beer.
Kind of like Ice House maybe, or Bud Ice.
Still bubbling.
But if you didn't know what it was, would it smell like anything else?
Yeah, it smells like a regular beer.
Smells
Doesn't
like a
smell
beer.
nothing really, you know, to the left or to the right.
Okay. Let's go with the taste.
It's good. Like it.
Like the say on the website, when you look on the Anheuser-Busch website, it said it has a fruity flavor.
I don't sense a fruity, but I do sense a little flatter taste, like a beer really just feeling live in your mouth. It's kind of.
You think it's flat?
well, not flat and like stale or anything.
I think it
just
tastes like a traditional beer. It's
nah,
like a beer.
I like
kinda
a
smooth. It
A
is
smooth
yeah,
traditional
it is
beer.
It is smooth. I'll agree with that. I don't see anything harsh about it. Some
No.
some
No,
malt
it's
liquors
not
are
strong.
harsh and overly sweet. This one isn't.
It is smooth, and that's the flatness that I'm probably trying to describe.
Yeah, like it's good.
I get a little bit of grain flavor, which is probably corn, because I know they use corn as a filler. You know, it's using barley malt as the base, but they use corn as a filler, and to maybe the corn sort of mellows it out, doesn't give it such a harsh taste. Some people complain about that. They say it detracts from the beer flavor. I don't know. You pick up any corn?
I don't.
No, just pick a beer.
I get a little bit of apple juice.
Apple juice?
Apples, you know, it's just slight. It's so subtle. But yeah, it's like, it just tastes like regular beer, really.
Yeah, it tastes like
When
a
you
beer.
get down to
Yeah,
Just a
if you
normal
get
beer.
down to it, kind of regular
I mean,
beer.
if you didn't know what it was,
Not anything
could you really,
special.
you wouldn't know what it was. You might say, oh, it must be Miller High Life or Budweiser or,
Yeah.
although Budweiser is different because it's made with rice, so it has a lot more flinty. But maybe you'd think it was Busch. I don't know. Who knows? What are we doing this for? All right, now,
It goes good under the palm tree.
yeah, now the
It's a
sun's
good
coming
beer.
out.
Not that I
Down
drink
at the palm
beer.
tree.
Not
You're
that
not
I
a big
drink beer in
beer-
the afternoon of the day, but I could drink this.
I could drink.
I could
yeah.
drink this in the afternoon.
This would go really good on a beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the price is good. It's like I said, $1. It's like $1. It was $2.06 after tax.
Really?
It's not bad.
That's a
Then
big
put it in the
bottle.
bag.
Put it in the bag.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
At Bootsy's.
Right down the
In
street.
only in Ponchatoula.
4 blocks from my house.
I find the mouth. Yeah, right. That's right. It's right down the road. And I find that the mouthfeel is surprisingly light and watery. It's not really heavy.
No, it's not heavy at all. It's not heavy at all.
It's
And
good.
the finish is dry. Don't you find it's dry
Yes.
like champagne or a white wine? And it's crisp. And I think it's pretty refreshing.
This would be the.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good beach pool beer.
Actually, I was thinking this would be the perfect beer when you come to the Strawberry Fest in April. Go to Bootsy's Deli down the road, sit by Doug and Kathy's house, and sit in the front yard and drink this and watch the white trash walk
And bring
by.
several glasses with you.
And that's over there. They have that right down there at that park.
Strawberry Fest is right, yeah, 2 blocks.
So you get a lot of these yeehaw guys drinking this, and they have some problems out there, right?
Oh yes,
During-
certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly. I can see bottles like this all over the ditches the next day.
Ambulance goes by every 10 minutes.
A lot of problems. So this is 6% alcohol, you know, so it's a lot. It's relatively stronger than most beers, around 4.5 to 5%. So it's, you know, malt liquor's a made-up name. It's, in England, it would just be called extra strong beer. So
Get your money's worth out of it.
you do get more bang for your buck. Does have some lacing around there, which is always a good sign. I don't know. Anheuser-Busch is just they don't put out trash.
No.
Some people say, it's trash. They hate Anheuser-Busch. Well, you know, that's their
Yeah.
opinion. I don't agree with that.
I like it.
How's comparable a quart of beer, price wise?
So what?
If I was to buy like a quart of Coors beer, how much would I pay for that?
A quart would probably be a little more. Probably be more like $2.75, $2.50. And this is a 40 ounce. This is more than a quart. This is a quart plus 8 ounces.
It was about $2, close to the tax.
It's
I don't
not.
know anymore.
There's other ones, you know, like King Cobra. This is 5.8. I said 6%, but it's 5.8%. I was kind of jumping it up too high. The calories aren't too bad. Excuse me. Okay, let's finish this up. How would we rate it on it? I'm gonna give it a B plus. I think it's very good. I'm not gonna say excellent. I'm not crazy, you know, but
I'd say, yeah, B plus. Same thing.
I put it in the B's. Definitely a B. B plus.
I would drink
How
it
about the
again.
pick up a little bit of grain husk. Like you might get on tamales when they wrap the tamales as it warms. You know how tamales are wrapped in that husk? I'll pick that up.
Corn, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, a corn husk there.
I might just be dreaming that, but I picked it up sometimes on beers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Okay,
know, what
so
did you eat before you came here?
That's because you want to go to Agave.
those cheese puffs,
Cheese puffs?
hers cheese puffs, jalapeno flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was 2 hours ago. Well, I would say Laissez Le
Very
Bon Temps
good.
Roulé. This is a good beer to a very good beer. I'm going to say very good. And we're going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to Louisiana.
Woo. Ponchatoula Strawberry Fest, April 14th.
Is that what it is?
Come get in trouble.